Hello and welcome to Art Time with Miss Anderson. Here we are going to talk about the final step to your oh so beautiful collage project. You are going to be going outside and finding some actual leaves, and you're going to be using these as inspiration. If you can't find actual leaves, please look some up. This will help you with the shape of your leaves. Once you have that, you're going to take your collage papers, which represent different things. Mine, for me, are going to represent swimming, reflection, and contrast. And in addition, I'm going to look for different kinds of words that I am using to observe my feelings and thoughts all about the events of 2020 and 2021. So it doesn't really matter what kind of leaves you grabbed. I grabbed some rose bush leaves. I grabbed some leaves off some local bushes. So that part doesn't really matter at all. And here's a little trick to when you're doing collage is when you want to make a lot of a similar shape, you can take that piece of paper, and I'm just stepping aside to grab a pen here. So I'm going to outline outside where I'm actually going to cut. So leaving some space because I don't want that Sharpie line on my image. Now I've got that, and I'm going to take the scissors and I'm going to cut inside the Sharpie line. So right now I've got this paper folded so that when I am done making these cuts, I will actually have two different leaves. Okay, and when I do put these leaves together, I'm going to group them so that they end up in a pleasing composition. Here again, I'm going to fold that piece of paper, outline it with a Sharpie, going through that same process, and you can see how very quickly you can get a whole bunch of leaves that then you have something to play with. Something else that you can do with this project is in between the leaves or on top of them, you can sort of write thoughts and feelings. So this is really important right here. What I'm doing, I'm using the grouping up there. So I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. So here are my other different kinds of papers. Here's a technique called frottage, where you take the leaf and you do what's called a rubbing. You're rubbing a crayon. It works with an oil pastel or even a pencil, the side of a pencil, and the leaf will actually show through the texture of a leaf. So this is actually a real leaf that has like the veins and the texture are being created by the crayon. Then not only do you have the texture, you also have the outline. So now these are very easy to cut out. These are the rose leaves too, and I can actually right here do 3 at a time. And speeding up a little bit here, creating different rubbings, different pieces of paper, using 2 different crayons, actually kind of mixing those together. And again, this is a process that you can do with a pencil. Now it looks like I'm ready to go and look for some different kinds of words inside the newspaper, and I'm also kind of looking for colors as well. So looking for words in the newspaper, as well as maybe just looking for textures or pictures, sometimes you kind of surprise yourself by seeing what's on the front, what's on the back, and you might actually change your mind about it a little bit. I am drawing the leaf shape here around some of the words I want to use, and of course you're more than welcome to also take some of the letters and cut them out and just collage in different words without them being a leaf shape. You can kind of do that sort of like the ransom note style with the different letters. I've got oracle and I've got strong, and I'm putting the leaves on the page in groupings. And if you guys notice this here, you want to group them together for that final bit when you are collaging them down, which looks really nice. So go ahead and choose your collage elements. And my suggestion is before you get started to actually lay them out, take some pictures, but have some fun just collecting your collage elements, cutting these out and maybe even making some rubbings and choosing those words, concept, phrases, and colors that really allow you to observe your opinions, thoughts, and emotions about this time that we've been going through.